Hi everyone, it's Lida with Instrumental SLP. I am here today because we have a new workbook for you. So it's a nice free little workbook. It's called Small Talk, and it's for all the people out there who kind of struggle to get conversations going with maybe strangers or people they just want to chat with in a public setting. You know, kind of those light conversations, and frequently people with aphasia or apraxia can't get these started, and so they miss out, especially if small talk is something that they might enjoy. So let's go through the workbook together. You can download it for free on my website, and we're going to have lots of other workbooks coming out that you can also have a look at, and we'll go through them together. So today we'll start with small talk. Okay. So the purpose of these workbooks is really just to prepare you for small talk situations. So sometimes if we're just all of a sudden put in a situation that we're not anticipating, we can get even more flustered because we don't even know what we're going to say. And that's okay. That's why we prepare ahead of time. I'll tell my clients in therapy, you're kind of doing the hard work and the awkwardness here in the session, so that when you get into that real world situation, it doesn't feel nearly as tough. It's kind of easier because you've prepared. So you can also use these worksheets or the workbook as a cheat sheet. So you can print these out online after getting them online, and you can just fill in the blanks and prepare for all kinds of situations, not just the ones that you see in the workbooks. You know, you can really use them for whatever it is that you need, whatever your situation is. You can build these skills before ever getting in these situations so that come time, you are ready. And you can print multiple copies of these for your own use so that you can use it in different ways and just keep practicing and getting better. The more you practice saying these words, these phrases, the more you apply them to different situations, the easier it's going to get, the more fun you're going to have doing small talk with other people. All right. What is small talk? That's a good question. It's just light conversation, right? So sometimes we'll do small talk with people that we don't know in, all kinds of situations, at the grocery store, at the coffee shop, even at events like weddings. It's talk about things that don't really matter. So some people really enjoy small talk. Some people don't care for small talk, and that's okay, right? This is for people who want to get better at initiating small talk. So if you're one of those people that seek out conversations with strangers, and it's also for people who maybe aren't that interested in small talk, but they don't want to be rude. So they want to practice their responses and get better at responding to other people's initiations of conversations. So you can do it with people that you don't know well, strangers, or you could even small talk with family, right? How was your day? What did you do? How are you feeling? Okay, so we're going to be really overt about this because just talking about it, calling things out, even though it might seem obvious to some people, it might not be that obvious or easy for people with aphasia. So we're going to call out these things so that it just becomes like second nature and easier to accomplish. Also, people sometimes ask us questions that we might not be ready for. So this is one of the ways that we can practice this to get ahead of it. We can already have a response ready. Even if that response is something like, let me think about that. I'm not sure. So these aren't really answers to a question, but they give you a little bit more time so that you can maybe think of an answer or get out of the conversation if you want to. Okay. When does small talk happen? Anytime. It can kind of surprise us. You might be in line at a coffee shop. You might be at a grocery store. You could even be in your own home. You might have guests over for dinner or for tea. That's when small talk happens. It can also happen at special occasions, birthday parties, weddings, or if you're traveling on vacation, right? If you're going on a cruise or running into people, sightseeing or doing things that tourists do. If you're in line at the coffee shop, here's a couple of examples of things that you can say. Pretty simple. How are you? How is your day going? Even if you can't quite find the words, just smiling and nodding is plenty. If it's with another person in line, what's your favorite drink? What do you recommend? This is if you want to take it a step further beyond how are you, how your day's going. If you want to kind of get them a little more engaged, ask them for a drink recommendation. People love to talk about things that they like. What about if you're at a wedding? You could say, how do you know the happy couple? Beyond that, if you're getting a little bit further into the conversation, have you watched any good movies lately? That's always a good one. Now is the part where you're going to fill in the blanks and make it applicable to you. So where do you think some situations are that you might be doing small talk? For example, are you going to be going out to eat with family soon? You could do small talk with the host or hostess or with the person who serves your food. You can guess, what might they say? And then you could even plan your responses. So that is on the next sheet. What can you say in response? So there's two components to this. You're going to be anticipating what they say, and you're also going to be thinking of what you can say in response, because communication goes both ways. Now, if you get stuck, just keep practicing. I want to encourage you, keep practicing, because it might be hard at first, and that's okay. That's why you're putting in the work ahead of time, so that as time goes on and you get in those situations more and more, it gets easier, okay? Keep practicing, keep talking. Even if it's not perfect, it doesn't matter. Don't let anything stop you from practicing. Thanks.